Guys, welcome back to my chapter. This is chapter 37, All of the Stars. Let's get started. So, I had never been the girl who snuck around with a boy. Certainly not at homecoming, and certainly not sneaking up to the roof to be alone with said boy. But I couldn't help myself. He just had that effect on me. Sorry. It's not much, but it's been my secret getaway since freshman year. Who knew the principal's kid was such a delinquent? Everybody's got their dark side. Yeah. Mason took my hand and together we stared out over the city below. When I glanced back at him, his eyes darted away shyly. I had give you a penny for your thoughts, but this dress doesn't have any pockets. What's up? I had I think I had rather keep that to myself. You might as well tell me, cause I am gonna find out anyway. I have known you too long enough to practically read your mind. Give it your best shot then. You're thinking asking Addie out was such a good idea about where we should eat after homecoming. I bet you are dreaming about a pepperoni slice covered in a double backer. As delicious as it sounds, I was actually thinking about us. My It's always been you, Addie. I am just sorry it took me so long to act on it. I laid my head against his chest. I had done it 1,000 times before, but this time was different, special. It may have taken a while, but look at us now. Under a sky full of stars, at homecoming dance, I can't think of anyone else I'd want to be with. Mason stiffened around me, and I immediately realized my mistake. No one else? Mason, knows not. He raised his eyebrows, and the rest of my sentence died on my lips. Can you honestly say one semester with him stacks up to a lifetime of memories with me? I stepped away, slipping out of Mason's fingers. Mason, the only thing I know for sure is that I like spending time with both of you. I know it's not what you want to hear, and I paced back and forth, getting more and more anxious as I rambled. But Mason grabbed my hand. Let's just forget I said anything, okay? I didn't mean to stress you out tonight. So tell me, what would make you happy right now? I looked up at him, and I could see he meant every word. Inside the gym, the DJ slowed the music, and the notes wafted to us through the open windows. Right now, I want to rock out this song with you. Then let's do it. There's nothing like belting good lyrics out into the void. As the beat picked up and the opening lyrics came in, Mason hopped up on the ledge and sang as loud as he could. Salt on your skin and stars in your eyes. You're crazy. Maybe, but you're smiling. And if someone hears you, then I'll have this moment to look back on when my dad grounds me for the rest of my life. He held a hand out to me, and as I climbed up next to him, the beat picked up, and I couldn't help but sing along. I tried to resist you. I tried to keep my distance. I tried to play it cool. I'm no match for your persistence. He grabbed me by the waist, and as we sang, we swayed back and forth. This was definitely worth the risk. Easy to say when you don't get caught. Even if we had, I had do anything to put a smile on your face. We were so close. Me dark and hungry. And when his fingers brushed my upper arm, they left a trail of goosebumps on their wake. In that case, I think I have one more request. And then, somehow, his mouth was less than an inch away, and I could smell his cologne. I wanted his mouth on mine. I wanted him right there on that roof more than I had wanted anyone ever. Tell me, and it's yours. My heart raced. Was this really happening? I want to make out with Nathan Bale. All of a sudden, everything just felt too real. I had imagined this exact moment, but now that it was here, Before I knew it, I was sitting up, my heart still racing. We should probably get back before anyone notices we are missing. Oh, yeah, okay. I didn't mean to lead you on. I'm just not ready for. You don't owe me an explanation. He opened his arms and I let him fold them around me, absorbing his warmth in the cool night air. Suddenly, the door to the roof swung open. I know. We hesitantly dove for the cover behind one of the plants. Crap, we didn't lock the door behind us. I may have let the door propped open. We froze as the two seats of footsteps paced back and forth across the roof. I glanced up from my hiding spot. I don't see why we can't talk about this because it's hard to explain. I have figured some things out myself. I don't want a boyfriend right now, Chad. We are through. For reasons I couldn't explain, I felt a thrill in my chest. Was it because I thought she could do better than him? Come on, I'm smart, I'm funny, I got the body of a Greek boy. Oh my god, I need to hear this. Awad never told me anything about this stuff. Me neither, though I had an incline. Chand, we both deserve to be someone's first choice, and I know you're not mine. What's that supposed to mean? If not Mason, then who? I'm sorry, but we are done. She raced past him in the direction of the stairs, and Chad chased after her. Once they were gone, we climbed back to our feet. Mason quietly brushed the dirt from his pants. That was intense. I wonder who Ava has her eyes set on this time. Mason took a while before he answered, staring off at the city. I hate to say it, but Ava had a point. What do you mean? Addy, I don't want you to feel like I'm rushing you, but I don't want to be just another option. I deserve to be someone's first choice too. And there it was, the moment I had been dreading. He was right, of course. I couldn't string both Mason and not along forever. And I had no idea how long I had until time was up. So I guess this is chapter over. See you guys in next chapter. Thanks.